Hi Aquarius, thank you as always for joining me, liking, sharing, subscribing and supporting my channel. I really do appreciate. Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, very nice. The Death card, Two of Cups, Ace of Cups, Six of Swords. Okay, starting off with the Nine of Pentacles, Aquarius. This is a beautiful card. Money, finances, abundances, looking the part, dressing well. I really feel like you'll be on a good sort of energy this month, Aquarius. Looking at the Nine of Pentacles, this is quite a... it is about the physical senses, so I feel like you might be doing something for yourself. It could be you might be beautifying yourself in some way, spending money on your hair, on your cosmetics, on your general overall appearance, on your clothes, on your material possessions. This is a notion of you spoiling yourself or someone around you that might be spoiling you. Could be a Scorpio. We do have a prominent Scorpio with the Death card here. A Leo as well. This could be someone you're romantically involved with. I feel like you're preparing to go on a few dates this month, Aquarius. I feel like they could be near the water somewhere. I feel like there's someone out there who's trying to pursue you. And I think you'll be excited. I see you dressing up and feeling really giddy. And I think this person will want to shower you with gifts and compliments and spoils. So I like the energy that's coming through, Aquarius. I feel like in a work situation, I feel there's a certain smugness perhaps coming through here. So I think something's definitely happening on the work front where you'll be in a position to show off your talents. You'll be in a position where a lot of people will see you. It's almost like prime position. So I think you'll be in a good spot. What's interesting, you also have this rainbow here. So this definitely really reiterates the feeling with the 9 and the 10. Things happening consecutively. Things following through with one another, which is really nice. Again, this could be an earth sign, a Taurus, Capricorn or Virgo who's trying to spoil you. I also feel like it could be savings. It could be you're very happy with the amount of money you've been saving for yourself or for your family. But there's this, I guess it could be interpreted as smugness, or there's this just a feeling of, I've done really well for myself and I'm going to do something for myself because of that. I'm going to reward myself. And by all means do it, because I can certainly see you doing that, Aquarius. Moving on, you have the Ten of Cups, beautiful card, reconciliation, family. I think there's a family event that's coming up. Now, look, you do have the Death card. This could mean that there's a death in the family, there's a death in the extended family, there's a death of a friend, there's a passing of some kind. Death doesn't always have to mean that someone is passing on to the next life. It can mean that there's some sort of ending, or there can be some sort of religious celebration. For those that are religious or spiritually inclined and adhere to a certain tradition or custom, I feel like, and look, there is a child involved here. It could be a christening that you might be invited to. It could be an anniversary. It could be a wake. It could be a requiem mass. It could be a memorial service. It could be that you're visiting the grave of a loved one, or you're celebrating those that have passed, but you're celebrating with the family, which I like. There's a real strong feeling of togetherness. In here, maybe you're remembering someone, the loss of someone possibly. But I love what the Ten of Cups represents. There's a feeling of the family being together, or reconciliation. I feel for some of you that have been divorced with someone or have ended a serious relationship, there could be potentially this person coming back into your life, wanting to make amends, wanting to, whether it's for friendship, this could be friendship as well, or for love. Or it's just you becoming more civil with an ex-partner, with an ex-spouse, but it's you just being more platonic. So if you're not coming back into a sexual or intimate love union, then I think there's civility around the two of you, and you're becoming more diplomatic in your negotiations, especially over children and custody. I feel like something to do with custody could be coming up for those that have children. Some sort of, I think it's a diplomatic mutable agreement that's happening over custody or over children somehow. Now, this could be around inheritances and wills, estates, contesting of wills possibly with the death card. That's bringing the family together. But for the most part, I do see that there's a lot of harmony as indicated by these other cards. So I think for the most part, things will be going quite well, quite smoothly. But I love this. Some of you are definitely meeting someone who's going to be the rainbow in your sky, who's going to make things really beautiful, who's going to try decorate things for you. Now, whether this is through gifts and spoils or whether this is through just their energy, just them being around you, I feel you'll feel really optimistic around them, really happy. They could already have children or want children, or they come from a large family where there's a lot of little ones around. But I like what it represents. And it's almost like this period of, we see a rainbow. So on this period of rain and storms and hails and obstacles and turmoil and chaos, a rainbow comes after. So there is light at the end of the tunnel. So that's sort of refreshing to see, Aquarius. Now, moving on the death card, as I said, it can symbolize loss. An old way of life is dying. For some of you, there could be messages coming through, religious messages, metaphysical or out of world or spiritual experiences that you may encounter. So for some, this could be a bit scary. For others, it could be in the form of a dream, a premonition, a vision, but I think something might pleasantly surprise you. Now, I think this is being sent from beyond the grave. I'm no clairvoyant by all means, but with the death card, it could be an elderly person or someone that has crossed over that is sending you some sort of signals in career, in love, or in just your general life, day-to-day messages that may be coming up. But there's synchronicities, things are falling into place, there's coincidence that might be taking place for some of you. For those that have ended a relationship or have been single for quite some time, someone from your past may be coming back to try mend things again with you. Or for others, it's almost like you're leaving a certain part of your life behind this month. I think there's a major change that's happening here. It could be for your children. If you have young children or you have elder children, there could be major changes happening with these children. Either they're starting university, college, relocating to start a new work program, but some of them are definitely flying the nest and leaving home for children as well, for those that have children. Strong Scorpio coming in. Some of you, there's a destined Scorpio that's coming in around you. Someone that's offering you a new life. A Scorpio or potentially a Leo coming in, Aquarius, that wants love and commitment and stability with you. I feel some of you are also leaving a job behind with the death card. You're walking away because another opportunity has presented itself. You're leaving something behind here with the death card. You're putting an end. Some of you, there's a major transformation in career, complete revamp, complete new job, complete career direction, completely new career direction with the death card. Moving on, the Two of Cups, beautiful. This is reconciliation, as I said, diplomacy, forgiveness, coming together again for one reason or another. Some of you, there is the ancient medical symbol here below the Leo. So for some of you, I feel like the family might be reunited because of medical reasons. Now, whether that's due to someone being unwell, whether that's due to someone maybe graduating from studying a medical degree, there's some sort of association, or you might bump into a family member at a hospital or at a doctor's checkup or a clinic. I feel that you might be connected or meet with someone here. So it could even be meeting with a medical professional. Now, I'm not sure if this is to help your children somehow or to help you with your mind, with your body, with your spirit, whatever it is. Whoever it is that you're consulting, I feel like it's to do with something physical or something spiritual that you're consulting with this month. Again, it could be a Leo coming in, diplomacy, unions coming in with a Leo or a Scorpio. Look, it can be any sign. You do have a lot of elements here, a lot of different earthly elements, so it could be an array of signs. However, I feel you're coming together and you're really being mutually agreeable. Again, a lot of dates. So for the single ones, a lot of dates, and I feel like it will be fireworks with this rainbow. I mean, I'm not sure if this is fireworks in the form of sex or passion or lust or just someone making you feel like you're so alive, Aquarius, but it's definitely going to evoke a lot of emotion in you, and I think for the most part you'll be really, really excited. So, I mean, I'm excited just talking about it. So, ooh, good luck with that, Aquarius. But because look at this Ace of Cups. But again, there's a religious or a spiritual, metaphysical connotation to the Ace of Cups. So I'm not sure if this is because of relationships. Look, it could be because of work. Wonderful opportunity here that's being placed in your path. This is emotional fulfillment at work or in love. For those that are looking for new work, there's potentially an interview coming up, and I see you dressing the part for it, most certainly. And I think you'll feel very optimistic about the role. You'll have a hunch, you'll have a premonition of some kind that you'll know you'll get it. Because you're definitely leaving something behind, and I'm assuming because there's a better opportunity that has crossed your path. But definitely reconciliation, I feel, with the Ace of Cups. Something you've been dreaming or working towards. You know, this is really about emotionally investing yourself into some sort of idea or person or want or need or desire. So I think desires are fulfilled this month. You're definitely being brought back together with an ex for some of you. Someone from your past. The past might come knocking. Some you'll accept and you'll agree to meet with this person at least or get closure. But some of you just, might meet with this person and say, you know what, you no longer align with what it is that I'm wanting. You no longer fit the life that I had envisioned. So I'm sorry, you won't be a part of that. It could be that as well. But again, some sort of medical or spiritual experience will bring the family together or bring you into alignment with someone here. Could be someone brand new. The Ace of Cups is a brand new opportunity here. Especially in particular with the Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio is coming up most prominently. I almost feel like in a work situation as well, like there's a lot of things on display here, like the pentacles, the rainbow, the chalice. I'm not sure if, there's a banner here. I'm not sure if you're putting up some sort of signage at work or some sort of banner, or there's a celebration and there'll be decorations that need to be put up, or there's a certain event if you're in events management or in the company, the corporation, where you need to beautify or accessorize the office or the workplace somehow. This might be coming up, whether you're in modeling, professional, event management, whether you work in the medical field. I feel like there's either signage that needs to be posted to inform and educate clients or customers, possibly. Moving on with the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords in emotional and a mental sense, Aquarius, you do rule the swords, so it does show that you're coming into calmer, smoother, emotional waters. This is spiritual harmony, I feel. You're moving away from the turbulent and coming into the calm, the serene, the peaceful. So I think there's tranquility around you. And whether this is because you'd like to be around water, or maybe this is a sign that to be around water and nature is something that's going to bring you a bit of peace and tranquility amongst the chaos with the Six of Swords. But it's also indicative of a journey. So for some of you, there's travel plans or a travel trip that's coming on board. Again, custody. There is a child sitting with this woman here and a man. So maybe this could be a family trip. Or if you've been divorced, if you've been divorced with an ex-partner, it's almost like you might do a family holiday purely for the kids. It doesn't mean you'll be reconciling with the person. It's almost like a very togetherness feel. And I think it will benefit a lot of you. And you'll just feel like this 10 of Cups, beautiful. For some, I feel like there could be a long distance. There's an ending for a long distance partnership. Possibly seeing someone that is coming from long distance. Look, there can be an ending with the Death card. There can also be a new beginning. So let's just leave it at there's some sort of foreign feel to this person. Whether geographical distance separates you or not, there's some sort of movement back and forth, whether it's through custody, whether it's because moving back and forth to see your children, whether it's because you're moving back and forth to invest time in a certain relationship, Aquarius. This is also possible as well. Now, these are the cards that have come up for you for the month. There's several different scenarios that could play out in these cards. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to lay out some more cards for clarification into what these could potentially mean for you. Now, we definitely spoke about reconciliation came up as a really big thing for you, whether that's due to a family event or a reconciliation possibly with someone that is an ex here with the Death card, maybe someone that's a Scorpio, a fellow water sign to the Scorpio, so a Cancer or a Pisces that's coming through, potentially for reconciliation, reunion, rebirth here with the Ace of Wands, or there's someone that's sort of destined that's coming in, declaring their love, wanting commitment and opportunity to have a relationship with you as well. For some, there's a major transformation or there's a major ending that's happening as well. So first of all, let's just lay out the cards like this. I'd like to look into this. For a lot of you, love is quite important. So let's have a look first at the love, at this love situation here, this Ace of Cups with this beautiful Two of Cups. For some, it is reconciliation. But let's just have a look and see what else is coming up with these two cards here. The Two of Cups with the Ace of Cups for Aquarius, spinning here with the Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Strong water energy with this person. Okay, there's going to be a wish fulfilled. Wow, okay, the love has come up twice. Okay, strong Aries or Gemini coming in here as well. So you have Leo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, strong Aries, and then a Gemini here. Look at this, Aquarius. For some of you, it's definitely potential to have a really long-lasting and beautiful relationship here. For others, there's a choice. There's a choice between two different relationships. Look, I really feel like there's a very otherworldly connection with someone that you have around you. For some of you, this person is already around you. For others, this person is going to come into your life very, very soon with the Fool card here. They're coming in and they're really going to shake things up for you. Look, for those that are experiencing some sort of transformation or rebirth, or if there's someone from the past that's coming back, I think for the most part, Aquarius, this person there's a purity to this person. I think this person is very pure and genuine. And it's like they're being stripped of their clothes. So there's vulnerability. They're exposing all their faults, their flaws, what went wrong in the relationship, how they contributed perhaps to the end of the relationship. I feel like there's this sort of, they're coming to you, and they're coming to you with their heart on their sleeve, with their cup out, so completely like exposed, completely vulnerable to you. And maybe they want closure. They definitely want to talk about this ending or transformation. Maybe they want this second chance. A lot of you will have these people coming back around you, wanting a second chance, wanting to mend things. Or for others, it's just closure. And if it's not for them, it's for you, Aquarius. I think you need it. I think you need this closure. But let's just take the Death card out of this, because for those that aren't having a major ending to a relationship or a transformation, then a lot of you Aquarians do have destined love coming in. And look, it's someone that you've been meaning to attract. It's someone that you've used the law of attraction with. With the Nine of Cups, this is wish fulfillment. So they're going to fulfill either your criteria when looking for a mate. They're going to spoil you. There's some sort of wish associated with this person, or a dream come true. So whether they're a dream come true because they're extra special, whether they're a dream come true because, they have their lives in order. Look, all of these cups are in order. This person is definitely coming in they have order in their life, Aquarius. So if you've previously been with someone that has had lack of order, hadn't had their goals set out, weren't ambitious, things were all over the place for them. Maybe at times you felt like you were looking after them. You're meeting someone who has their ducks in a row. I think someone who is prepared for commitment, is prepared to give you what it is that you need. I love this. And it's almost like you have to take a chance with this person. You have to embrace the white flower, the sun, especially if it's with an Aries, really potent Aries coming through here, or Gemini with the Lovers card, twins, duality. But there's two cards that speak of a journey. But look, these cards are facing outwards. Now, this can be physical journeys, but I feel like there's you're at a crossroads in your love, because there is, I think, two potential relationships or two potential fated relationships that are coming in around you. And suddenly there's the element of choice. Suddenly you're being presented with two different life paths, which is quite interesting. Look, I think for a lot of you, there is someone that will come back from the past and will want to make amends with you. But I think for others of you, you already have someone here. You have someone that can give you that. So I think it's really about whether you choose to go with the ex or whether you choose to go with this person around you. Now, for those that are in a committed relationship or are seeing someone, look, for some of you, it could be that you decide to leave the relationship. I mean, you did have the Six of Swords, you did have the Death card. It could be that you're leaving the relationship because you need time apart, or you need to pursue your own endeavors, because the Fool and the Page of Wands are all about passion and your own hopes and wishes and dreams. So for a lot of you, this could be that you need to fulfill travel opportunities, work obligations, and this means moving away from the relationship or prioritizing, and work or this travel commitment will be priority and not the relationship. So it doesn't have to be a physical exodus, Aquarius. It can be that you're leaving like priority. Maybe your heart's not in it as much as it once was. For others, it is traveling. I feel like there's 3 travel cards here. You're either traveling to meet in-laws, relatives, or traveling with this loved one. And for others, there's a relocation coming up of home. A lot of movement here around you, and we do have a happy family home sitting up the top with the 10 of Cups. So for those moving, it could be near a church. We have the Death card here. It could be near mountains. It could be quite scenic where you are. It could be even near a vineyard. I feel like the 9 of Pentacles reminds me of a vineyard. And it is a happy family home. There is a reconciliation of family. I think it'll be quite large, where you'll be able to host a lot of people, which is good. So for those couples that are looking for properties, I feel like you'll find your dream home, and where you can have this new beginning here we see with the Ace of Cups. Let's look into this Death card though. What does it mean for a lot of you, this Death card, Aquarius? Okay. Ace of Swords. Something about a battle. Ending a battle. Legal proceedings might be ending soon for those that have been in an arduous or a continuous, extended, prolonged legal battle, divorce, or something of this nature. There's victory for you. There's the crown on the air sign, which is you, Aquarius, and I think you will prevail. So for those that have been back and forth, or there's a relationship you've been meaning to end or wanting to end with this major transformation or ending with the Death card, you will put it to an end, Aquarius. I see that you will be, if it's a Scorpio you're dealing with, it'll be the Scorpio, or if it's an air sign, if it's not a Scorpio, I think you'll be putting the end to this relationship. Okay, again, you have the element of choice that keeps coming up. 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands. Okay, 9 of Swords. There's definitely this ending or a major transformation, this major change that has to happen. And it will mean different things to different people. Being stuck in this rut with the 9 of Swords and the Ace of Swords, thinking, how am I going to get past this? I need to make a change. I can't go on like this. I can't live my life like this. It's not healthy for me. It's keeping me up at night. It's stressing me out. I can't deal with this pressure. Or I can't deal with these stresses. But there's a lot of angst and just obsessive, cyclical thoughts. And I think you need to break the cycle, because I see this here with the 2 of Pentacles. We see this like infinite cycle here, and only you can break it, Aquarius. This is your life. You need to take control of whatever this ending is, or whatever major transformation or major shift, change that needs to happen. This break in the cycle, or you'll forever be stuck in this ongoing, and it'll just go round and round and round. And whether it's an unhealthy relationship, whether this major ending has to do with work, it can be a work situation as well for some of you. There could be another option presented to you at work. Either it's a travel opportunity, definitely, because there's X amount of travel cards here, or there's another work opportunity that will be offered to you, or another income stream. It might require you to travel, though. We see a ship here. There is a ship. You can see the ship here, and the ship is embarking on a new journey, yes, but it's also protection. For some, it could be an actual death around you, and this could be funeral planning, and protection is needed, or the protection of assets of some kind. It could even be that you're writing up a will. It doesn't matter how old you are. You know, if you have children, it's always, I guess it's good for people who do like to over-prepare and plan ahead to sort out wills and inheritances and things, and amend them as they age, or whatever it is that you decide. But this could come up this month. But the 2 of Pentacles or 2 of Wands, there's definitely a real big pivotal point for you, Aquarius. And it is a crossroads. I think it's a crossroads in many different parts of your life. And this is about changing your world. There's potential to change a lot of things around you. Your home, your living situation, your job, your career, your hobbies. There's a lot of prospect for change, and you could be stuck at this crossroads, not really sure how to start the change or where to start. But there's some sort of opportunity around you that can offer you a fresh new start here. Could be an ex, it could be a new job. There's, it could be in several different areas of your life. For some of you, it could even be a relocation. Living overseas, potentially moving overseas. The 2 is reoccurrent throughout. 2 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, 2 Aces, 2 people in the Lovers card, 2 people in the 2 of Cups. Something to do with the 2, or it could be 2 different parts of your life are changing. Your love and your career and your hobbies, your personal life and your public life. There's definitely one change accompanied by the other. I feel they go hand in hand. And for some, there is a new start, but it's overseas, it's elsewhere, it's away. It involves you moving away from a life you once knew, or from a person you once thought you'd build a future with, or with a person that has been a part of your life maybe for 20 years. So there's definitely a lot of change coming in this month around you. But look, I hope that's been a little bit more insightful from the general reading. For those that were wanting a private reading, to look into this, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me.